I'm joined by Nicolle Walker, Personal Chef. Nicolle, it's great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
What's been going on with you guys? How is it being a personal chef and also managing your small business during the pandemic?
It is very different right now. My business was based on the idea of a private chef cooking in your home, but on a more relaxed basis. So a lot of what my team and I do is we work with families. A lot of times it's families that both parents work, they need to eat a really specific way, they have young kids. So we really went from being in people's homes every single week to now we just can't be in people's homes. So we have been doing a lot of donations. We've been doing a lot of feeding essential workers. We've been putting together things like Zoom classes, and we're currently working on a summer camp program via Zoom.
I'm actually surprised that you have that much going on. I think that this general idea, at least when it all started, I think everybody kind of had to be like, okay, what's going on? And do I still have a job? And if I still have a job, how do I continue to do that job? So how did you come up with some of the ideas that you're having now and kind of keeping your business going?
It was definitely a big change. So we are, for safety's sake, for my family, for my clients' families, we chose pretty quickly to stop doing in-home services. The idea of my staff and I being in the grocery stores and being in the public and then being in and out of people's homes, it made me really uncomfortable. And I knew that my clients were also a little bit concerned, and it was a struggle because I know that with the grocery store situations, people are really struggling to get food. And so for me, it was trying to make that choice of, do we stay in business? Do we turn to deliveries? Or do we just shut down completely? It took a long time to kind of settle on where we were. But as I looked around, I saw that there were so many people who needed to be fed. The hospitals, the nurses, they were all being taken care of, so to speak. As I spoke with more town officials and things like that, we realized that there are so many truly essential workers that aren't being recognized and who aren't being thought about by the bigger organizations. So, for example, I fed lunch for my entire town, the entire town of Bloomfield, all of their essential workers. We fed them a couple of weeks ago. We did box lunches for everybody. It allowed me to keep feeding people, which is my passion, keep busy, and also do something good. You know, it's so hard sitting in your house all the time and you want to do something, you don't know what you can do. And for me, this is a way to kind of do something.
So one of the things that I love about you and the way that you've been able to reinvent your business is that I do think that people forget that essential workers extends to more than our hospital frontline people, which are obviously like critical at this particular point. But there are so many school staffers that are still coming in every day to make sure that homeschool goes well. As you mentioned, there are mechanics, there are delivery people, like the list goes on. And I'm so glad that you were able to recognize that. The things that you've been doing during this time, of that, what will you be carrying forward?
We will be carrying forward the feeding people nonprofit side of it. So as I mentioned before, we are in the process of rebranding. We've been so lucky. We've had a lot of success in the last year and a half, and we're in the process of rebranding and kind of changing a little bit how we do things. And I'm actually starting a nonprofit arm of my business, working towards the idea that food is a right, not a privilege, and that everybody deserves to have good, clean, wholesome, natural food. And so what we'll be carrying forward from this time is really just that determination that everybody deserves to be fed. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you come from. You deserve good, wholesome food. And I want to bring it to you. So that is very, very much the philosophy and the attitude that we are going to be taking forward.
I love your philosophy. I know that you are one part of the team of your family that gives so generously to the community there in Bloomfield. And I'm really proud to know you and really proud of the way that you've been able to conduct business and really just become who you were meant to be during this time. It's really beautiful to watch. It was great speaking with you today, Nicolle. Thank you so much.
You too. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
To watch more Tap Into TV videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel at TAPintoTV.